So I'm just gonna do, obviously, Cancer, right? We'll do your sign. Let me know what you think. Obviously, when you get a chance, and just give me some feedback. Alright, reading for the collective of Cancer. I'd like to know, what does Cancer need to know about Cancer's current situation? 5 cards. Show me the relation for all 5. Advice for the Hangman. Okay. Alright, so first situation suggesting here. Well, actually, no. Tell me more about the Three of Cups. Alright, so something around the Three of Cups. Partying, hanging out, former romantic interest, or third party situation. That is weird. What you need to know about that is you need new perspective on it. Your advice is asking you, what do you actually want? What are you after? Do you even know? How weird is that? Tell me more about the Three of Cups, I guess. Why is that coming up for Cancer? Chariot, so it's... Okay, if this is not related to a romantic situation, it's probably suggesting, because Three of Cups can be, in some ways, victory. It's celebrations. It's similar to like the Four of Wands, happy times, good times with friends. So there's a desire to obviously be happier, right? Who doesn't want that, right? Okay, a lot of contemplation going on here. It is suggesting in some ways that perhaps like the way you're doing things is not the best, or there's something you're missing. Hangman literally talks about hanging upside down for a reason, to get new perspective. So that might be something relevant for you. Okay, but your advice is the star card. So if you know what you want, manifest it into reality. How are you gonna get it? And it's whatever. We're moving on. Lover, lovers is showing up. Choice of lovers, it seems. Tell me more about the Nine of Pentacles. Relationship. What the fuck, dude? So apparently, you need to invest more time into yourself or your career, or basically get stability in your life. Nine of Pentacles is the embodiment of that. So if you don't have that, then you need that. Advice. Moon is stop. There's too much worrying or fearing about the unknowns. Tell me more about lovers. Six of Wands. So you want a romantic connection of some sort, or soulmate connection. Why do you need to know about the Nine of Pentacles? You must be. It must be telling you in some ways that you need to focus on your own independence. Nine whoever is in the nine pentacles energy is somebody that's self-reliant, self-sufficient. You need that in order to basically facilitate. I guess if this is what you're after, you need to have that in order to facilitate it. And furthermore, there's two of cups here, suggesting a relationship is what's kind of being prospered here or desired. Moon energy, again, coming back to your advice, is suggesting that there is a lot of, it could be blowing things out of proportion, concerns, worries, doubt, or overthinking a situation, or just unknowns, just variables that you don't know, or it could be confidence, self-esteem issues, a variety of things. So your advice is to A, stop doing all of that, start actually looking for solutions, and start working on yourself. You need to be confident in yourself. If money is an issue, then you need to improve that. How are you going to do that? Look for a new job, get new skills, do what you got to do. Right? You're going to be more attractive and you're going to be more functional and prosperous as far as getting a functional relationship with the ground if you are in the Nine of Pentacles energy, suggesting that you don't need anyone else in the picture. You're self-sufficient as is. You just want someone to complement you. Next up, we have Eight of Wands showing up here, which is fairly positive. So, a lot of intensity to get things moving forward rapidly. But what you need to know is Devil. It's almost like like a hyper obsession to accomplish something or do something. But it could just be going in circles. But it's like a fixation potentially or an obsession to, I don't know, accomplish or do something. Eight of Wands is doing it's not waiting around, it's doing it. So the devil energy being there probably suggests that there has been something that is being tried and tested, or it's been a lot of energy has been put towards it to make whatever that is happen, but it's becoming toxic and that it's becoming an obsession. Perhaps it's the definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. Tell me more about the devil energy. Seven of Cups. Fantasies, potentially. There could be a fantasy at play here. Fantasizing about something that you want and trying to just fucking do rapid movement to get it off the ground. Whatever it takes. It's like, this might sound good because it would suggest someone taking action towards something, but it's almost suggesting it's unhealthy in some ways if it's just rushing. Like rushing to make something happen. If this is resonating, then warning. What is the advice for this? I hate the Wheel of Fortune because it's suggesting. Tell me more about the Wheel of Fortune, I guess. Five of Swords. I mean, is there is there conflict getting in the way? Are you just, is there a degree of wishing it away or wanting things to go in your favor? Tell me more about Wheel of Fortune. Ten of Pentacles? I mean, fuck me, man. This is like a win at all cost energy, and it's like just hoping that things will go in your favor. I don't know. I'm stumped with this particular whatever this is suggesting here seems a little bit toxic. It's a kind of an obsession to get something, but it doesn't seem to be describing it in the healthiest way. So if there is some fantasy or desire for something, and there's some degree of rushing or intensity towards it that's kind of careless or reckless, it's also cautioning you to some extent at what cost. Be cautious about what kind of people or things your situations you're going to step on in order to get it. All right, and there's also a degree of wishful thinking here. Caution. Whatever. We're gonna move on from that. Next up, trying to have a new start. Seems like there is still a situation potentially that is hanging around. Death energy. That's 6 of Cups here, which is good. Um, this is almost like a kind of reminiscing to better times or things that have worked for you in the past that were fruitful, playful. Tell me more about the 6 of Cups. 6 of Pentacles. Why is death? Why is the Death card here? Let's get a shuffle here. Why is the Death card? Why is the 6 of Cups related to death? Clarify one. I don't know what that's. Okay, so something about wanting. There's some attempt to a new start here. A Fool going to death here, but there is some releasement. What you need to know: 6 of Cups. Unless there, yeah, the only thing I can think of is this is either good or it's bad. 6 of Cups can be good for something that could suggest a fruitful connection coming in, but it can also suggest kind of reminiscing about the past. What is the advice for the Death card? Or no, the advice to the 6 of Cups. God, like the Devil card again. I mean, is there? I mean, is there a situation that is being reminisced about? A toxic situation that, like I said, it's just a hell loop. It just goes around in circles, but always kind of thinking about what it was like. Mm. If that is the case, then it's suggesting you need to stop doing that. You need to get over it. But easier said than done. I'm not gonna obviously go too wild into that, but it's bringing attention. It seems like it's something that, like I said, this card can directly. It can't talk about good things, but it can also suggest somebody that's just looking at the good times. But devil energy. We just talked about some situation that seemed problematic. Obsessions potentially. I don't know what's going on with that. Whatever. So if there are obsessions about the past, that needs to stop in some way or fashion. Needs to be addressed. Then we have. It looks like some good thinking going on here. Going to Ace of Cups is your suggestion. So if there is logical thinking or this is positive, it could suggest somebody that's attempting to try um, look at life differently or start something new, think of new ways to do things, creative ideas and stuff like that. Or not creative ideas, but it is using a logical side to try and look at things differently, an opportunity to improve something, do something, like I said, a new way of thinking, learn something, grow. What you need to know, Ace of Cups. So it is also kind of suggesting in some ways probably to apply some of the water energy to that. In other words, if you don't look at everything as just the logic or reason kind of side, incorporate some, the emotions into it. So water energy is great for that. Love, creativity, sarcasm, fun, laughter. Tell me more about the Ace of Swords. Actually, yeah. Judgment. Well, actually, I take this back. What I just said. Judgment, Ace of Swords. Okay, so this is a decision about which way to go about potentially a romantic opportunity. Sorry to change it like that, but with Judgment being there, that's what it could suggest. What is the advice on the Ace of Cups? Ace of Swords, stop stressing about it, or feeling stuck. Why is Eight of Swords the advice? Give me one card. Eight of Cups. Trying. What the fuck? This could be concern around the concern around if you can actually walk away from a situation that's emotionally you had a lot of feelings in. Stressed about it. Try and make a decision to move on past it and start something different. Seems like a blockage here. Can't be done. Eight of Swords can directly talk about external pressures or people that could be influencing the situation or ideas or thoughts that are plaguing one's mind. With the Eight of Cups, there must have been emotions invested in the situation, suggesting feeling trapped. Can't get away from it, or don't know if you want to get away from it. But then there is the possibility showing up and an internal decision that needs to be made. What you need to know. This is directly can be opening your heart up to new love or starting something or offering your cup to someone for a new relationship. Interesting. Anyways, Cancer, I think that's it. We'll get you one wild card. One wild card for Cancer. What is the wild card Cancer needs to know? Five of Pentacles. Financially challenged hard times or breakups or being announced with somebody or just feeling like down in the dumps. What is it related to? Planning to exit it, so I suppose there's some degree of trying to evaluate your situation. It is being called though in some ways that you need to obviously look at your situation and examine what you're getting out of it. What can be improved, what has worked and what hasn't. Advice for the Five of Pentacles. Keep persevering, so don't give up. You have to stand your boundaries and some of the decisions you might make, especially if it's in regards to improving your situation or walking away from the situation, may be daunting or difficult, but it's suggesting here you're going to face potential challenges and problems, but to not give up. Persevere with it. Wounded warrior is wounded because of all the people that probably opposed him or wanted his stuff, you know, so, but you push through it. So it is suggesting, again, there could be potential here for a desire for better outcomes, more money. Seven of Pentacles can talk about abundance. Going to Five of Pentacles probably suggests that, you know, there could be some degree of just, like I said, it's just getting by. I mean, it could also, just, like I said, just feeling like you're poverty stricken or just not doing well financially, hardship. And if that is resonating, then it's directly talking about, again, reviewing back to what has and hasn't worked. What are you doing? How's it improved from where you were 1 year ago? Okay. Is it projected to improve, or are you projecting it to stay the same? Is it paycheck to paycheck? Because if that's the case, then is it improving or it's not? If that's the answer is no, then you probably need to examine that. Nine of Wands here directly talks about, like I said, for your advice, you're gonna have to push. You're gonna have to do something extreme, maintain discipline, focus, and move forward. Take risks, but again, it may not be comfortable, and you may be challenged. But if you want the reward, it's out there. You just gotta push through it. Anyways, Cancer, that's what I got for you. Hopefully, you got something out of this. This is the sample run of my new format. Let me know what you think.